Next up, at UFC Vegas 104, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Elizeu Zaleski taking on Chidi Njokuani. Elizeu Zaleski, 25-8 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that win over a short notice Zach Scroggin. Taking on Chidi Njokuani, 24-10 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's riding a 2-fight win streak. Elizeu Zaleski, he's definitely on the tail end of his career. A little older, a little bit of an advanced age in this group, but he's a solid striker. He's got real power, good athleticism. He can be dangerous on the ground. Very busy, very active striking style. He's got that capoeira movement. He has real power, real athleticism, real cardio, and he can be very dangerous. He's old, but we haven't seen the age yet, right? He hasn't looked old yet. So even though he is 38 on paper, in the octagon, he's fighting like a 34-year-old, 33-year-old maybe. He is coming off that finish win over Zach Scroggin, but Zach Scroggin was a short notice UFC debut who maybe shouldn't have been in the UFC. He's taking on Chidi Njokuani. Is there a dog there, or is this more crawling around the floor weirdness? Let me see the dog's head.
I'm trying
Indy.
to
Indy.
Indy. Not tall enough to, and I'm trying to get on my lap. Hold on a second. Here,
Dude, there's something so weird going on at your house right now.
I'm not going to be able to hear you, but...
Okay. He's taking on Chidi Njokuani. Chidi Njokuani is a very good striker. He's got good speed, good power, solid. There's the dog. Solid distance control. He is not a high volume guy. He likes to stick and move really well. His feet are never in the same place for very long, and that's why people have a hard time getting to him. If you are able to get inside the reach and work your way to the legs, you could have some success with the takedowns. He's coming off that decision win over Jared Gooden, where he had unusually high striking volume, and that makes this breakdown a little bit tricky because if Chidi Njokuani didn't just land a ton of strikes against Jared Gooden, literally more than he's ever landed in any other fight ever, then I would be like, yeah, Elizeu Zaleski's going to dominate this fight. He's going to come forward, make something happen. Chidi's just going to be in a staring contest. But Chidi showed us he can be high volume. He can let his hands go. He can actually do something in that last fight. I am still going to pick Elizeu Zaleski here, only because I'm 100% sure what he's going to do. Chidi may or may not be frozen in time. Elizeu Zaleski is going to move forward. He's going to push the pace. He's going to make something happen, and he's going to do it the whole time. When I mention his record, I see 3-1-1 in his last 5. That and 1 was a draw with Rinat Fakhretdinov where he 10-8'd in the third round. He was getting beat, losing, and then the third round almost found himself a finish because he never quits, never gives up on himself. And even though he's 38, he hasn't been looking 38 inside the octagon. So until he looks slow, I'm going to assume he's not. Elizeu Zaleski is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, the Chidi Jared Gooden fight, to me, that's a little bit of, I think it's a little bit of fool's gold, honestly. And I get it, right? People want to take that performance and try to translate it to this one because that's you're only as good as your last performance, right? I mean, honestly, that's kind of as simple as that is. That's what they say in football too. You're only as good as your last game. I mean, it is what it is. But Zaleski is not Jared Gooden, right? I mean, he is a different type of person. He is, I think, started to try to rejuvenate his career. So even though he's what
is happening?
I was trying to think of like a clever word for like a 38-year-old, like an older person. What would be like a clever, not like a young, I don't want to say like a young 38, but like a spry 38 maybe, something like that along those lines. Does that work for you, Angelo?
You could say 38's the new 28.
You know why I can? Because it's a free country, thanks to our troops. And I salute you, troops. Thank you for what you do. I am glad to play a part in what you do to defend this country. I salute each and every one of you. Angelo, would you like to do the same? Refuses to salute the troops. Nope, he refuses to salute the troops. Sure. I'm going Zaleski here because, like Angelo said, I know he's going to be moving forward. He's shown, too, he's not afraid to go to the wrestling in the back pocket if something gets crazy, and he will not slow down, and I know that Chidi kind of can fade in fights, so Chidi's going to be live early. He's a long-rangey guy, but that Muay Thai plotting style against a guy like Zaleski who can throw, leg kicks. He's got the weird capoeira stuff and can wrestle as well. I just think Zaleski's got a little bit better everywhere, and it's not like Chidi's a young dude anyway. So, I like I'm a Brazilian. You know what I mean?
There we go. We're both on the Zaleski side.
And you never saluted, right?
No, I didn't. You didn't let me. Are you allowed? Is it? I mean, saluting nobody on screen, is that not disrespectful in some way?
I'm saluting our troops. If you served in the military, put it in the chat right now.
We do have Dave Broom. Dave Broom is a huge supporter of the show.
I guarantee we got active people in here right now, former military.
And I believe I gave Dave Broom premium to give it to him. Like, thanks for everything, bro. Here you go. Don't worry about it.
Wow. What was this?
You know what's really going to piss these people off? When they see
these people. Wow.
When they see the color of my passport.
Passaporto.
Yes.
Passaporto.
Not the good old.
You know why Angelo has 2 passports? Because he doesn't believe in our troops to be able to defend our country. And he's worried that eventually he's going to have to use another nation's ability to live because he thinks that our troops cannot defend our country.
Prove me wrong. Listen, we're both on the Zaleski side. And this troop narratives, don't listen to that bullshit. We're both on the Zaleski side. And $8,400 in DraftKings Fantasy. Listen, Zaleski, I'm going to have to dig a little deeper into how he scores as a fighter in DraftKings. Because if he gets going and if he stays busy, then yeah, that may be worth it. I have to see what that has looked like in previous fights, but I'm leaning towards that $8,400. That seems pretty affordable for a guy that I'm positive is actually going to do something. And if you do want to check out all of the picks, all of the bets, every single tool that we offer, whether it's to help you find bets or help you build DraftKings lineups or help you with prize picks or underdog, every single thing that we do is in one package. There's no tiers. You go to the website, you click become a member, it's $10. Boom. Everything is ready to go.
You're welcome, Santiago.
Everything's ready to go right there on the spot. WeWantPicks.com. We do have a $2 super chat from Future Mick Thompson. Jacob's lock of the week streak makes me my dilly silly stiff. Okay.
I appreciate that. $1.99. And let me just say too, I'm getting a lot of obviously a lot of love for the lock of the week, and obviously, you know, 5 of 6 and 4 in a row is nothing to scoff at, right? But I'm getting some people that are like, wow, greatest streak ever, greatest. It's like, we've done this a bunch. Trust me, guys. We've done 4 in a row a bunch. Once we get into 5 and 6, that's a little bit more of a rare territory. And obviously 10 is, we've hit 10 in a row before. So I'm always trying to get back at that 10 spot because I'm the only one that's going to be able to ever do it. And I'm ready to do it again. Honestly, I was talking in the chat with you and web guy Josh. I kind of laid out. I was kind of looking at advance, and maybe I'm looking too far ahead, but I got confident in the one this week. It'll probably be out tomorrow, and we'll see how it plays out. But
you laid out potential for 11.
12.
12.
The 12th one being Jack Della Maddalena over Bilal.
Oof.
Oof my fucking dick and balls, you fucking idiot.